shove that on. This is gonna take forever to film. Oh my gosh. Hey y'all, welcome back to Mama Loves Manga, and welcome back to another solo thirsty Thursday. So by now, if you've been watching enough of my videos, you know that I love smut, okay? Like, this is a thing. I am not ashamed of it. I enjoy it. I have fun reading it. And I actually have fun sharing these with y'all so that y'all know what stories to go and get that will, you know, tickle your fancy, okay? My audience is predominantly made up of women. I really am very pro, like, women taking a hold of their sexuality and doing with it what they want to do, you know? And if the thing that you want to do with your sexuality is read hentai, yuri, BL, it's all explicit and delicious, then that's what I am here to help you do. I sometimes take one for the team and I read some things that just, you know, they aren't my cup of tea. They aren't the best. But then there are sometimes I get real lucky. And today's hentai is one of those Aisha, you got lucky titles. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to be talking to y'all about Grand Hotel Life by Sumiya. So like most of the hentai that I have so far, this is an anthology. But what I like is that all of the stories center... Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, I forgot. Y'all just let me keep talking and y'all didn't stop me to remind me that I need to talk about what the heck I'm drinking. What the heck? And then I forgot the bottle too. I'll be right back. I gotta show you the bottle. Ow. Okay, I'm back. All right, so today I am drinking this wine from a semi-local winery. When I say semi-local, it is located in a city that is near the city that I live in, okay? I'm not gonna say where. I feel like if I say where, it's too easy to find me, and I don't need it, none of y'all trying to come find me, okay? Although some of y'all might have my address if I've sent you things, but that's fine, whatever, y'all ain't gonna, anyway. So this is from, ooh, I don't even want to show y'all then, because if I show y'all, then it's gonna be obvious where where I live. So we're just gonna say this is from a local place, okay? And it is a peach white wine, and it is quite nice. It's quite nice. I would not want to drink this all the time because it is very sweet. But when I'm in the mood for something sweet, I would drink this. I would definitely buy this again. I give this 4.5 eggplant emojis out of 5. Grand Hotel Life surprised me in the best way possible. I very much enjoyed most of the stories, all of them except for one, and I'm trying to decide if I want to like talk about each one. You know what? I'm going to talk about each story and I'm going to try to keep it brief so that this video isn't forever long. We are going to start with the one that I liked the least, and it is, wait, what's it called? Hold on, I don't remember what it's called. It's toward the, oh, it's this one. I opened right to it. Why did I open right to it? Because the universe said, yep, this is what you want to talk about. So the one that I liked the least is called Grand Sœur. I don't know how, is that French? This one has a student-teacher relationship that I do not like. I will say that the main girl has graduated high school, but their relationship started when she was still in high school, and I was just like, you know what, she also is like trying to keep up her image with her like former underclassmen, so like they see her as this like prim and proper older sister type, but she's really going and she's, you know, boinking a teacher. And I mean, some of y'all out there will like this. I mean, it's a little bit too close, you know. Like, I was okay with it until it was revealed that they started their relationship while she was still in high school. I was like, okay, see, you killed it. Yeah, so that was disappointing. So the next story that the next least liked story, it's one above the last one. It's called Grand Hotel Maid. And this one, like, it had potential, but I got confused about what the heck was going on. But there's potential. There are things that I do really like about this story. I'm gonna say threesome. It had the maid thing, which I know some people are not into the maid thing. You're talking to somebody who, one year for Halloween, when my hubs and I lived in Oklahoma City, and our oldest was younger, we went trick-or-treating at the Oklahoma City Zoo, and I dressed up as a French maid. Because why not? And then it was really funny because I ended up running into my uncle and his family there, and he was like, "Girl, what are you wearing?" And it wasn't even, to my credit, it wasn't like a super skimpy maid outfit. And also, when you're shaped like a 12-year-old boy, like, it's fine, okay? Like, I looked quite wholesome in that maid's costume, because that's what happens when you don't have curves. Anyway, I got off topic. So the point is, I liked the maid idea. And I liked how they played with, like, dom and sub type things. And like I said, there's a threesome. Like, there are things that I liked about it. However, I was just very confused. I don't know if it's just how the dialogue is written, but there's just something about it that I was like, what the heck? What is going on? Also, there is wonky consent in this story, but not with the woman. Like, one thing I want to say about all of these stories is that I love how every single one of the women is given agency. This is something that I've said several times in Thirsty Thursdays. That's something that I love it. I love to see it. They are doing things that fit within their personality, and it seems like, okay, I believe that they would actually do this, and they are doing this for themselves because they are women who have hold of their own sexuality, and they're doing with it what they want. Okay, cheers. But that being said, I'm not a fan of anyone being, you know, potentially assaulted, regardless of gender. You know, I don't like to see it. So, the guy in this gets sort of, it's a gray area. Okay, it's a gray area. So it just wasn't my favorite story. I don't think it's not like the worst thing I've ever read. I've definitely read worse. All right, so the next one is called Grand Hotel Snatch. And the first time I read that title, I was like, what is this fixing to be about? Because like, I know y'all watching this, y'all know, like, like, I mean, I don't have to explain to y'all why that threw me off, because I was like, what do they mean by snatch? I'm still, even after reading this story, I'm still not sure what they mean by snatch. It's never explained. I will say that I did not hate this, but I know a lot of people will. This does involve cheating, and I know there are a lot of people who despise, like, cheating in their hentai or smut or whatever. I personally I feel kind of like, I feel very neutral about it. Like, it's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, it shouldn't be there, and that's gonna make me like stop reading it. But it's also not something that I'm just like I have to have it in my. There's a way that it can be done that I'm just like, ooh, that's messy. You know what I mean? Like, it's messy and kind of hot. Whereas there are other ways that it can be done and I'm just like, okay, this is like gross and I hate it. You know, it just depends on how it's done. You know, context and framing and all that jazz. So now this one I did not necessarily hate, except for the fact that, like, okay, so basically this is about a woman who gets into an argument with her boyfriend, and then they are staying in the Grand Hotel, which, did I mention that all of these stories center around one place, and that is the Grand Hotel? Okay, so she's staying in the Grand Hotel with her boyfriend. They get into an argument, and then she ends up going to the bar and drinking, and she basically like wakes up and she's in bed naked with, you know, and she's like kind of confused, and this guy walks out and she's like, wait a minute, who is this? What happened? And then she remembers that she had gotten drunk and cheated on her boyfriend. And so what I didn't like was, like, there was a slight, again, like an issue with consent. And so you'll notice a pattern, like the ones that have like borderline issues with consent, or like borderline like teacher student, like stuff like that. Like, y'all know by now, okay, I talk a lot. I mean, I talk a lot, but I talk a lot about things that I don't like. I definitely liked it more than the other two at the bottom of this list. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it did not. It was hot. It was hot. I enjoyed reading it. I was like, yeah, that's hot. Do I morally agree? No, of course not. But it's you know, hot to read. Okay, like I've said this before. I love mess as long as I'm not in it. I'm going to interrupt myself really quick to say that one of my favorite things about this collection is, well, obviously, like, the stories. The stories are fun. The fact that they're all adults for the most part is great. But I love that both of the characters are equally attractive. I feel like I've mentioned this in other Thirsty Thursdays, that something that really annoys me is when I see like a ridiculous amount of stories that are centered around like a gorgeously hot woman and like a man that is average at best. And I do want to clarify that, like, I realize that that's something that it happens in real life, for one, and two, you know, that may be your thing. And so I'm not saying that that it shouldn't be a thing, but I'm just saying that we just see it a lot. You see it more often than not in hentai specifically, when the guy is like average looking or whatever, but the girl is like drawn, she's like perfect. But I do appreciate that everyone is pretty like equally attractive. So as a bisexual, I love it. I love to see it. Next in line is Grand Hotel Life. So that's the titular story. Titular. This one, again, I didn't dislike it, but I have to rank them, okay? They're co-workers. They're like researchers. They're nerds. And she like has big old glasses, and she's kind of like, you know, a little bit like, I wouldn't even say slovenly. She's just, you know, she's comfortable, okay? Like she's not really big into like having perfectly coiffed hair. She dresses kind of androgynous, you know, so she's not like the most, she's me. They hang out a lot at work. They work together a lot. And they have to go on some kind of business trip, okay? But it's just not my favorite one. It just wasn't my favorite one. Okay, that's it. So the next one is called Grand Hotel Voice, and this is centered around a woman who I guess is an idol, or like she's in a band or something, and she's in a relationship with someone who's a member of her band, and they're supposed to be keeping it a secret. But apparently she's loud. Okay, when it's time to get down, she's loud. She has a voice, okay? And that creates kind of a little problem because they're trying to keep this a secret, but she's loud. This is I'm not gonna have any more after this, y'all. So don't worry, because I'm not trying to drink a whole bottle. I enjoyed it. It was really cute. I liked the couple. I thought their dynamic was funny. So the next one in the ranking is Dreamers Hopeful. This is actually the first, this is actually the opening story. It centers around a woman exploring herself. Okay, and I'm all for empowering women to explore themselves. Explore yourself, girl. Explore yourself. She's imagining the person that she's interested in. Okay, and that's really all you need to know about that one. And well, actually, no. Okay, she does eventually end up with that person, which makes it even cuter. It's just really cute. It's cute. I enjoyed it. I think it was a great opening story because it really set the tone for the rest of this manga. Next on the ranking is Happy Conversation. This one was really cute. It's one of those like stories where two characters like each other, but like one is too dense to like realize it, I guess. They are friends, and you know, the girl really likes the guy. She knows she likes him, and he likes her, but he like doesn't, I guess, think that she likes him, so it's not really like clicking. He just doesn't even think that she could see him in that way, but she does. So my next favorite is Grand Hotel Revenge, and this one centers around an established couple who is going on vacation, and they're at the Grand Hotel, and she's grumpy. The woman is grumpy because she's hungry, and I can relate. A lot of things also went wrong, apparently. And it's a short story, so we don't get to really see what went wrong too much that I remember, but they had definitely had, you know, some I guess like a hard time like getting to their destination, and they're finally there, and she's just like, I'm grumpy and I'm hungry, right? And also, she's horny, okay? I liked the couple. I really like established couples. That's the thing that I enjoy. And so it was a cute story. Okay. All right, so the last two are actually stories that center around the same couple, and I really don't want to put one above the other because I very much enjoyed both of them. So I'm going to say that they tie for the top spot. The top. So the first one, and I'm going in order of how they appear in the book. The first one is Lover Vibration. And when I first saw that title, I was like, okay, I don't understand. What is this going to be about? This is about a woman who collects vibrators, but her boyfriend doesn't know about this, and he thinks like he's narrating this, and he's like, my girlfriend is so pure and innocent. He sees her vibrator drawer, and he's like, oh, what is this, ma'am? And she's like, oh, that's my stash. And I was like, girl, yes. She was like, oh my gosh, you must think less of me. And he was like, nah, that's hot. I'm fixing to use these on you. And he did. And I was just like, yes, I am living. Listen, I'm fixing to go onto, what is it, adamandeve.com? The one that those influencers be getting sponsored by AdamandEve.com. If you want to sponsor your girl, I will take the money and I will take the products or whatever. I mean, if you out here paying, you know what, I'm getting off topic. So anyway, in the next one, early vibration, it's like New Year's. It's the new year and they're going to a temple and she looks all cute in her little kimono and they're walking and they happen to pass by an adult toy store and she's just like, and he's like, well, okay, she's been good. She's like restricted herself from buying. So I'll let her, we can go in there. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to buy her one because, you know, she's been really good. She's been really good. And so he's like, here, I'm going to give you the money to pay for it, you know? So he buys her a new little toy and they use the new little toy and it's, chef's kiss. It was just cute. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. They're so cute. Their relationship is cute. She's cute. I love her little hobby. And I want AdamandEve.com to sponsor me. But my favorite thing at the end is the letter or the note from the mangaka. Thank you very much for reading this book. This time I decided to draw a series of stories all taking place in and around a certain hotel. Did y'all enjoy it? I'm happy as long as I managed to get your loins tingling a bit. When I tell you, I cackled. I love Sumiya. I stand for Sumiya. Like, that little afterword was so funny. I got my life. Normally I would sit and finish this on camera, but I'm not, that's too much to chug. I need to sip this, so I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna finish this and then I'm probably gonna fall asleep. Sit down and read your manga and don't drink too much. Bye. Oh, I gotta get some B-roll. Oh, let's see. What did I just talk about? I don't even remember which ones I talked about. Damn it.